Y'all, we gotta talk about Kanye West. We just have to. He's never anybody that I thought I would talk about on my channel. He's very unhinged. I don't even know, honestly, how to go about this video today and keep it monetized or not getting a community guideline strike or anything. I just want to be very clear, YouTube. I do not endorse this. I'm simply just going to be reading some tweets from Kanye West. I literally just seen a video by Sensitive Society that was talking about this, and I was like, there is no way that this is real. And it was real, y'all. It really was. I had to go to Twitter just to, like, verify that he genuinely said what he said, and it was crazy. And I was like, this is pretty unhinged, even for Kanye West. Which, really, it's not. It definitely fits his character, but at the same time, it's just kind of like, you just have to look at it and be like, why? So we're about to be diving into it, but YouTube, hello, I know you're listening. We're under the 1 minute mark. I'm just reading tweets. I'm not endorsing or condoning or verifying any of it. You just don't strike me. Now, should I censor? Should I censor? Hang on. I'm going to let this thought rumble around for a minute. I think I'm going to censor. Kanye West praises Hitler, calls himself a Nazi in a fresh anti-Semitic X-rant. Y'all, I'm a content creator and I'm in the YouTube partnership program, and even I don't know what's safe on this platform anymore. I don't know what's acceptable. I don't know what's unacceptable. We're just kind of going with it. So, for those of you who are unfamiliar, Kanye West has been... He's been unhinged his entire career. He has had funny moments, but he's had banger songs. But let's be clear, just because you've done some things that gave us a little bit of a chuckle, or you dropped a song that we fucking jammed out to while we showered or communed back and forth to work, does not mean that we endorse or condone your shitty behavior. Honestly, I stopped listening to Kanye West just simply because he's a POS, and I don't have time for that in my life. I feel like if I'm listening to your music or, like, buying your albums, I'm single-handedly supporting you being a POS, which is like Jeffree Star being as vile as he is, but I'm gonna go cop one of his makeup palettes just because I like the colors in the palette. I'm not doing that shit, you know? And again, YouTube, I'm just gonna be reading tweets that's gonna be a little bit unhinged and crazy, but I'm not condoning or endorsing this behavior. I just want to be very, very clear on that. Please not strike down this video or put a strike on my channel. I'd highly appreciate that. But then also, trigger warning for people who are, like, race sensitive to stuff, because this is actually, like I said, very unhinged and something that's kind of just uncomfortable to witness in 2025. But with that being said, let's just dive into the craziness. He posted this over on X, and he said, "I've wanted to make this shirt for years. My greatest performance art piece thus far." And y'all can look at it, y'all can see what it is, and that's pretty bad. Now, I'm part Mexican, and it's a very small percentage of me, but it's still there, and I have Mexican family members, and growing up, I remember hearing, like, racial snubs, and seeing, like, what my family's gone through, like, just with how people talk and treat certain people just simply because of, like, race or ethnicity or whatever. Just for being different in the slightest bit. And I've never really understood it, because I just feel like everybody's pretty great and unique in their own ways, and I'm not even trying to be, like, cheesy or cliche or anything. I just feel like if you hold such hate in your heart that certain things are, you know, okay to slip out of your mouth, especially to tweet for millions of people to see, knowing it could gravely affect somebody, especially if they're, like, currently going through that issue, which it's 2025, we shouldn't be, but it is what it is. The world is a hateful and crazy place at times. I just think there's, like, a major reality check that needs to be done with yourself, and possibly even some therapy or a mental institution. Let's send them to an asylum. And y'all, as bad as that was, it gets so much worse, okay? Let's pull a Billy Mays, but wait, there's more. Kanye, like, lost his shit and just went off on, like, a huge tirade over on Twitter, and he said, "I don't take photos except for when I take photos. I turned down 3 photos this week with Make-A-Wish kids in wheelchairs." Holy shit. Let's jump back to that news article I showed y'all at the beginning, because it said, and in quote, in parentheses here, these are his tweets, "Any Jewish person that does business with me needs to know that I don't like or trust any Jewish person, and this is complete sober with no Hennessy." He wrote in all caps, adding, "I'm never apologizing for my Jewish comments." Now it says, Ye lost a number of brand partnerships and professional opportunities as a result of his anti-Semitic comments in 2022. Most notably, Adidas ended its $2 billion per year partnership with him after facing heavy backlash. Let's be clear, this is not his first anti-Semitic rant that he went on. He had one again back in 2022, and that ended him to lose a lot of partnerships and opportunities and collaborations and a lot. But then he didn't learn from it, because here he is on Twitter today re-ranting and saying really off-the-wall, oblivious, nasty shit to people. Y'all, he had the audacity to say, Elon, they kicked me off of Instagram. So happy you bought X, Ye tweeted early in his spree. The article continued and said some of Ye's posts were temporarily deleted or otherwise made invisible to viewers, though it was not clear by whom or for what reason. Soon, many of the messages reappeared, including ones explicitly praising Nazi leader Adolf Hitler. He said, I'm going to normalize talking about Hitler. He wrote a minute later, he added, Hitler was so fresh. Oh my fucking god. Y'all, he then tweeted, and this is today, he had his rant back in 2022, but let's flash forward to 2025, and like I said, he's still doing this. He made all these anti-Semitic nasty tweets, and then he said, I'm buying 2 Maybachs tomorrow. I'm gonna make the Jewish person who's selling it to me read all these tweets, and I bet you see me whipping in Maybachs. Again, YouTube, I know this sounds so unhinged. I don't even know if this is going to be allowed to be posted, but I've seen other people post about it, so I should be able to too. Let's not be hypocritical. Y'all know what I'm trying to say, right? YouTube, let's not be hypocritical and pick and choose content creators who can say and do certain things while other people can't do it, okay? That's what I was trying to say. But, again, I'm not endorsing or condoning this. I'm literally just reading it and talking shit about it. It's crazy. I just don't understand, y'all. Let's go back to the Make-A-Wish comments. It's not like you're being bombarded with, like, paparazzi and shit. I'm sorry. You don't have to do it, but it's just a really shitty thing to not even want to do it. I mean, those are dying kids, and their last wish is, for some reason, to see Kayne West. I'm scratching my head, and that's how he's treating them. I told y'all in the last video about Sensitive Society that I had made that my next video was going to be extremely unhinged. If you made it to the end and you heard me say that, you probably wasn't expecting this, but it's 2025. We're going to go all out this year. I just don't understand Kayne West. I truly don't. There's people who's like, oh, it's because of what he's diagnosed with. He's bipolar. He goes through, like, these swings of, like, being normal to not being normal. I know bipolar people, and they're nothing to the extent of Kayne West. Sure, it's different for everybody. I'm not saying it's not. I'm not saying everybody has the same time or journey with bipolar or any other disorder. And I've said it so many times in the past, especially covering Eugenia Cooney content. How long will you keep making excuses for somebody's shitty behavior simply because they have some form of disorder? You cannot blame the disorder on every single shitty thing that person does. At the end of the day, you have to stop making excuses and draw the line and be like, okay, they're just a POS. Now there's this tweet that he posted, and he said, he's talking about China now. He said, I will say nothing bad or against China. They always showed me love when Americans turned their backs on me because of a red hat or a t-shirt. I get money with China. I love China. God had my mom bring me there for a reason. Please leave God out of this. He does not want to be a part of this situation. Y'all, Kayne West then went on to say, Jewish people actually hate white people and use black people. Then he said all white people are racist. And this is just a minute apart. Like, he had a day that day. Okay, so at this point, it's safe to assume that Kanye should just be canceled. We should just cancel him. Let him retire and, like, move to China if he loves it there that much with his family and just, like, live out his days or something. I think that his phone service provider should revoke his services. I also think that there's so much to think in this situation, y'all. This has been crazy. It's honestly crazy. I really don't know that much to say, and I swear to fuck if any of y'all clip what I'm saying in this video and, like, take it out of context, I'm gonna be pissed. I know I'm, like, giggling and chuckling, and this is, like, literally not a joking matter. What he's saying is actually very fucking disgusting. But y'all, I don't know what to do. I wanted to talk about this with y'all, but it's so fucking dark and deep that I was just like, I have to chuckle a little bit. Because you can only take so much darkness before you have to just sprinkle in a little bit of light. It's like when you get a double layer chocolate cake with chocolate icing and then you cut into it and there's a slither of white icing separating the two layers in the middle. It's like, oh, it's nice to see. It's a little bit of light. Wow, maybe I'm the POS because I'm kind of like referring to this situation as a double layer chocolate Dutch cake, but y'all bear with me. I really don't know what to say about the situation. I just found this so fucking crazy. Of course, like I said, it does kind of fit into Kanye West's character and how he is at the end of the day. Just being a POS person, but doing this in 2025, it's really like, okay, time to hit the cancel button. And like I said, I wanted to talk about this because I want to get y'all's thoughts and opinions. I've seen a lot of people trying to defend him like, he doesn't know what he's saying, he has a disorder. And it's like, okay, he might have a disorder, but that doesn't excuse him to be a POS. I want to know y'all's thoughts and opinions on the situation, and also I'm sorry if I haven't really been uploading that much. I just haven't found content that inspired me to talk about it. I haven't found a YouTuber lately who I was like, oh, I like what they're saying, let me make a video on it, or this, that, and the third. I've just been kind of like, when it comes to creating content. Also, I've had allergies. Y'all can probably hear it in my voice today. Super nasally, my nose is so clogged, I have to like, keep stopping just to breathe. It's terrible. Do y'all remember when Kanye West when he wanted to run for president? That scared the bejesus out of me because I was like, mother foes will probably vote for him just because they bought an album, and that's terrifying to think about, especially like when celebrities will endorse a president and their like entire fan system will run and vote for that president just because, say, Taylor Swift or someone said to. It's kind of like, oh my geez, like, just like build up your own value system. You don't have to do everything just because somebody you bought albums from and went to their concerts told you to do it. Have a backbone. Yeah, like I said, though, the situation was crazy. I told y'all this video was going to be unhinged. I don't know if a lot of y'all expected this, but we made it to this somehow. But with that being said, I want to know your thoughts and opinions on the situation in the comment section down below. I don't know if I'm even going to be able to upload this video, but I'm going to try my best to. YouTube, don't strike me down. Like I said, I was just reading tweets. I wasn't saying it. And with that being said, I will catch you in the next damn video. Alright, bye.